It's recording. Looks a little weird. I just might be. Oh, there we go. Okay. Thank you back. Thank you for listening. This is second part of this 2-part episode. So make sure you go back and listen to the first part. I'm sure they could probably be standalone episodes, but just to make sure that you are caught up and you listen to part 1, because then I don't know if something will come up in part 2, because we are recording live and then you might not even know what we're talking about. So go back and listen to part 1. You know where to find it. You know where everything's at. I believe Rosslyn is in here. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, yeah.
Sorry. I forgot I put mute on my microphone. Yes, I am here. Can't wait for part 2. We haven't even started.
I know. I felt like, dude, this is just like an intro.
I was like, wait, we were just talking about Hector's business.
Yeah. Thanks for the shout out, but
I know. Yeah, hey, you know what? Like, I feel that when you need to shout out, you need to let people know you have a business. I actually have a taco page.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm into marketing. So
okay.
I grew this Instagram, and it's called Tacos Are Life. And I just promote taco pages. That's all I do. Or just any good food. But anyway, so by doing that, it's crazy. So by doing that, promoting it, I don't even have a taco business, don't want to have a taco business, but I just wanted to help small business owners, which kind of comes from, you know, what I do. I've been working with this company. It's called VT Tax, and for over 10 years. And so I've seen businesses grow from nothing to something. So I've wanted to help. So I just started this page. I grew it like in 2 months to like over 1,000 followers. I haven't really been posting much because I just have so much going on. But through that, I met a tortilla owner. And from there, I met Mexi Papa.
Oh, really? Yeah, Mexi Papa Adventures.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I make that connection. He came over to my house. I helped him with some stuff. But the thing is that you got to kind of put yourself out there in order to, you never know. Like, you know, Mexi Papa's a big guy, and he's super nice, super cool, and he loves like promoting businesses, and he's all about that. But if you don't put yourself out there, like, you never know what can come back.
Exactly. Yeah. How do they're searching for you, but if you're not to be found, how are they going to find you?
Exactly. So you just got to put yourself out there. You never know. Or maybe tell Mexi Papa, hey, shout me out.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea, especially because, you know, like I said, it's a food-oriented page. Like when it's a meme page, like they're not following for food, they're following for funnies. But if it's a food page, you already kind of have that following. Not a bad idea.
Yeah. And I think another thing too is you could do is like to grow the page even faster would be like, hey, whoever, I don't know, shout out my page, I'll give out something. One cocktail de camarón for.
Yeah. See, your boy knows. Your boy had a little sports attire business earlier on, so I'm doing a giveaway as we speak.
Oh,
okay.
You're not injured.
Hey, you're a hustler. Okay,
4 cocktails.
4 cocktail? Okay.
Yeah.
Where do I sign up?
Where is it? I'm looking at your page. I don't see anything about
the
that.
The one that says, hold on, let me see, because I got multiple pages, right? I got 5 accounts, guys.
Boy, I got 6.
Damn. 3 are active and 1 is in the process of like building up, and it's the 5th. Let me see, 2, 4. The 6th one down in the middle. It says a big yay.
Wait, what?
On the Instagram page, it's the giveaway. Like,
all right,
on your personal one?
No, on the food page.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we'll go ahead and enter that.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's what's helped, you know, because people see it, and then people that haven't even, because let's say a friend shared it, right, to 3 strangers. I even told them, like, dude, don't tag my other 3 friends that follow me already, like, because that's what they started doing. I'm like, dude, they follow me already. Like, I'm trying to get new people. Like, okay, my bad, and they would delete it and like do new people. So I'm like, thank you, because I mean, I'm not opposed to them like entering the contest, right? I just want to be like, dude, you're tagging the same 3 people. So that's why I made like 3 different ones. And So that builds it. Because another thing, like I always shout it out too, like when people tell me, hey, your food's good, or hey, I'm eating this, because then that, I feel like at least it makes it more for the next person, be like, okay, if I tag him, he's gonna follow, he's gonna share it too. And so to me, it's just like, it's not, it's how you like add to your story right there in the DM. So I just post it. Sometimes I write a caption, like a little caption on it. Sometimes I just put like a fire emoji or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like more people do it because more people see you do it. Whereas in the beginning, nobody was doing it, right? And so I just started doing it. I'm like, okay, this works for me. And you guys will see, especially now that you're following me on my personal page, I do a lot of I do pro tips, quote unquote pro tips. I'm not a pro by any means, but I'll share like, hey, I don't know, post in the PM as opposed to the AM, because most people are coming out from work and they want a distraction. Hey, not do this. This is not a book be all end all right here, but this is what works for me. Because I get a lot of those, hey man, on your podcast page, how did you do this? Hey man, on the food page, how did you do this? Hey, and I'm like, I don't know, but I'm not gonna be like, no, nobody helped me, so I'm not helping. I'm like, this is what I know. This is what worked for me. So I share. Most of the time I share in the afternoon. Most of the time I give a long caption. Most of the like hashtags. Hashtags are big for me.
Yeah.
I use not the same ones, but I'll change it up. Like I have a template. Like these are the hashtags I use. And then
Damn, no, you're a pro.
No. But see, the thing is, because on one of my posts, I got like, it's an anomaly because my posts don't get that many. But I got like 300 likes and like some 57 shares. And like, that doesn't happen to me, right? I get 2-3 shares. I get 60, 70 likes. I'm cool with that. That's cool. Those are the people that listen. I'm fine. But when it stands out, you're like, what happened? So I looked at the little insights or whatever, and it's like 500 from hashtags. And you're like, don't tell me they don't work, because I'm showing you right here. No, so I'll screenshot that.
They work.
And I share it to my personal page. And I'm like, look, this is what works for me. I can't tell you what to do. Or even if I tell you what to do, you might not do it. But it looks silly. Some people are like, I can't believe you leave all these things. People, like, obviously, they click on it.
Right.
And the stories, the polls are big for me. I posted it last week. Ask questions you know the answer to. It's not that you don't want like positive reinforcement. It's
you want that interaction
opinion.
with your audience.
Yeah. And then they're gonna DM you like, why did you think this? Especially when they're like let's say 90% is yes and they're no. To them, they're gonna be like surprised, like, what the fuck? I'm the odd one out here. So those are the people that DM you. They're like, oh man, I didn't realize I was the guy that was like against this or whatever. Like I was like, dude, COVID, the protest, all this stuff, I'm always posting about it. I already know my opinion. I'm welcome to, and that's the thing about facts versus opinion. Facts don't change, opinions do. So if you could change my opinion, like we just get better, right? And so when people like tell me, hey, I don't believe in this because of this, and I'm like, well, I believe in this because this, and this, and they're like, I don't believe in this because of this. Like, okay, at least we had this interaction. We're still friends. You're still a listener. But we're learning from each other. I get your perspective. You get mine. And the thing is, sorry, go ahead.
No, what you're saying is super important, the interaction with your audience. And I feel that, like, for example, with myself, I feel like I have so many ideas of content that I want to put out there. But am I a pro in the marketing? I'm not. I feel like I have all the ideas and I feel like my content, at least in my opinion, is something worth watching. But when it comes to like putting myself out there, like, do I know that hashtags work? Do I know the insights? When should I upload? And, that's like, and luckily I'm so blessed to have Rosslyn as my friend, who she's the marketing queen. She tells me like, hey, like she lays everything out for me. She tells me, hey, you got to do hashtags, you got to do this, you got to do that, so it's super cool to have her knowledge. And I think that's what's helped me little by little. I started like my whole YouTube journey again not too long ago, and I think having her as like a mentor in the whole marketing has really helped me. So catch her if you guys need some marketing. Hey,
yeah, let me know. I will do a free social media audit on you, and that
Damn, that's what's up.
Yeah.
No, and it goes back to the same thing that we were talking about before the first part ended, where you have to be knowledgeable in social media. And that doesn't mean like you have to know like everything, but you have to be able to put your subscriber count into a useful use, because at the end of the day, we all want to make money. Let's be realistic. Money is not everything, but we do want to be able to, if we're passionate about making a podcast, about putting content on social media, about whatever it is that we're trying to pursue, our end goal is to make it income, to make it a lifestyle, you know? So having that proper guidance, I feel like is super important. So just an FYI.
And I mean, I
I
love what you
second that.
said there.
Oh,
I-
thank you.
I-
Thank you,
Aye,
guys.
aye.
Thank you.
Aye,
I love the way you worded it too. You said you have to be knowledgeable, meaning you don't have to be an expert. People feel like you have to go into things being an expert, whereas experts aren't even experts in everything. You know, they still Google,
Exactly.
they still do their due diligence. You just got to be willing to do the work,
Yep.
and it's not going to be easy. I mean, nothing worth getting is easy. I mean, there's anomalies. People get lucky 1 in a million, but for every 1 in a million, there's 999,999 people that didn't get it the easy way.
Yep.
And so you put in the work. Like me, I feel like, oh, I'm cool with the listeners I got. Like, would I want more? Obviously, yeah. But I'm not gonna like, I don't know what's the word I'm saying. Like last week, I couldn't come up with that, so I'm like, cool, I'm good. Let's keep going. This is I wouldn't even say like a job, like a part-time job. This is a hobby, so it'll grow with time. I'm like, I could see the difference from this June to last June already. So I'm just like, okay, just keep doing what I'm doing. I took 5 months off and it still grew. So this year, as long as I don't feel like I'm overworking myself, overkilling myself with the podcast, it should, even if I go right now, I'm gonna try to do one a week. But if I go back to one every 2 weeks, I'm like, I'm not, that's the end game, right? Like you said, we all have our agenda. That's why people like episode 1, I addressed it like, look, I don't know why I'm doing this. It might be money. It might be to listen to these conversations with my friends in 10 years, 30 years, somebody passes away. Like, I don't know. But the thing is, you see people that do the same thing and yet they have success. And I'm not one of those people who say like, well, look at them. I'm like, okay, they can do it. I can do it.
Exactly.
Like the whole ceviche thing. I'm like, other people do it. I'm not hating on anybody or anything like that. But I eat out a lot, as you can tell, I'm fat. And
No, I can't.
and
I can't see you. Just kidding.
and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make this better. I'm gonna make this my own way. The same thing, whereas like you said, going back to what you said in the first part, mentality. I'm just like, dude, I know I can do this better. And it's not to like shit on somebody else. It's just that I know my product is that much better. I know my podcast is not gonna be for everybody, but I'm gonna find my everybody.
Exactly. You don't need it to be for everybody. You don't want everybody.
Yeah, if it's, what's that quote by girls posted on the caption on it.
What?
If it's for everybody, I don't want it. If everybody can have it, I don't want it. Right? Yeah. Like I'm like, no, more power to you. More power to you.
Yeah, no, and it's true. It's totally true. It's all about mentality.
Yeah, and I think also just consistency, and just don't be scared to put yourself out there. Like even let's say, for example, if you don't have a guest, like just talking about a topic that's relatable to you or that means something, just like put it out.
Yeah.
I try, and you know what? It's crazy that people really liked it. I did that once just because it was like right where I was like in the like, should I stop, whatever. So I called it Solo Cholo, just me by myself. Like,
yeah, Solo Cholo part 1, part 2.
Yeah. That's exactly what.
The whole series.
Exactly.
And I was like, that went shitty. I didn't really enjoy it. I was just kind of talking, rambling for 40 minutes. And I was like, oh crap, 40 minutes went by. I thought I did like a good 20, 30. And they were like, dude, that's so good. You should do this. You should do one a guest, one yourself. I'm like, I'm not really, personally, I'm not that interesting. I'm like, I like interesting things. So that's why I feel like I could talk to you about stuff that I find interesting. And maybe in the future, to be honest, talking to a previous guest, Ashley, the one that does by herself.
Yeah.
She's like, you just got to go for it. Like, you got to believe in yourself. And I was like, well, I believe in myself, and I do go for everything. So maybe in the future, but as of now, I'm like, I like the kind of thing where you have that, your voice. I say this, you say, no, I don't agree with that, Hector. Or I say this, and you're like, yeah, I tried that before. And as opposed to me just saying like, look how badass I am. Look what I'm, not that I'm not that person, but that's what I don't want to go down that route.
But you'd be surprised how it goes back to what I said earlier, where there are millions of people out there that maybe some people, like, you'd be surprised, probably don't want to hear a debate. They actually want to hear just one person talk and agree with themselves so they can like feel relatable to that person. It's just crazy how you sometimes ourselves, our minds, like belittle ourselves, like no one's ever gonna listen to this, or no one's ever gonna watch this video, or no one is ever gonna support my business because who's gonna like it? But that's the mentality that you try to get away from, you know. I'm going to share with you guys something just because there has to be some proof that I'm putting it out to the universe. So I've been following this photographer. His name is Mike, and he is Venezolano, and he actually lives in Miami, I think. He goes by Orangutan on
Okay.
Instagram. Yeah.
He posts a lot of like, excuse my language, some baddies out there. Like some badass. Yeah, I'm
Okay. You
like,
know who he is?
dude.
Yes. No.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm like,
And if you follow me on Instagram at _la Marcela, you know some of my pictures are risque. You know, I mean,
That's it. Everybody's going to her page now.
No, seriously. I mean, you know, if I'm on a swimsuit and I can take a picture, hey, I'm gonna take a picture. I am super open-minded, not only with myself, but just in general. So I've been following him for a long time, him and his wife. And I would always think to myself, damn, to be photographed by him, honestly, for me, right? For me, I am my own person. It would be like a dream come true because obviously he takes pictures of women, sexy with little to no clothing women. And I would always think, shoot, just his vision. I see his photographs, everything. I'm just like, wow, like I've been following a girl who has a banging body. I've been following her, and I saw that he photographed her. And then yesterday they posted the picture, right? And then when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, like that girl linked up with him. And, you know, now she's like getting photographed by him. Like, this is so cool. So I commented on the picture, and then I put, one day you will photograph me. I'm putting it out to the universe. And I just put it as proof for my future. And he commented back and he put, okay,
No.
let's set it up. And I was like,
What?
that's what's
I
up.
swear.
God,
No, I woke
that
up to that and I was like, oh my God, okay, great. So I can't eat a bolillo that I was planning to
wow,
eat
you
for
didn't
dinner.
even tell me.
That's
No,
awesome, man.
yeah,
No,
no, I
and
was going to tell you, okay?
one of my good friends, Alex Acevedo, he was on one of the earlier episodes, and he has this clothing brand, right? But it's like a movement almost. It's like it's larger than just clothing. Like it's like in the reggae scene, but it's not just limited to the reggae scene. And he posts these motivational quotes, right? Like these motivate with a little brand underneath, right? Uplift. And last week he put like what you I can't say it verbatim, but it was like pretty much like what you say you do, what you do you'll say, like talk it into the universe and it'll happen.
Yeah.
And then I shared it, you know, I just captioned it like speak it into existence, because legit what I'm doing is like I tell everybody like do it now, because in 6 months you'll be surprised how far you got. Because
Exactly.
I'm surprised how far I got in the last 6 months, you know. I'm reading, I'm writing, I'm journaling, I'm doing 100 ounces of water, I'm meditating daily, you know, all these things where it's like it's not a drastic change. It's just small little steps in the right direction and you'll go far. And the same thing, you know, I said, you know what, this year's the year my podcast is gonna blow up. This is the year where I'm gonna start. I had my own business before, right? I was like, this is the year I'm gonna do it again. And so I just kind of said, you know what, like you said, putting it out there as almost accountability. Like I said, I'm gonna come up with 20 challenges, things I need to do, but it's not really I need to do. Like nobody's gonna force me to, but just kind of accountability. Like this is what I have to do. And then now it's like oh shit, I've only drank 24 ounces. I better get going. You know, like kind of like nobody's forcing me to. I just need to do this.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's fucking 10 p.m. Let me turn off the TV, meditate for some 15 minutes and just relax and, you know, be at peace. And just kind of like what you said, I put it out into the universe. I tell my friends like, hey, this is the year and, you know, like I'm a dumbass, right? So I joke around like, dude, like it's gonna be so big. Like you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, I know a celebrity, but I'm just bullshitting. Like I don't mean that. Like,
But I don't think you are, you know.
No,
It's crazy
but-
because I don't think you are. Like, there's no way you can say something and not believe it.
but what I mean is like the celebrity. I won't ever be like a douchey celebrity. What I mean is like I'll be like, you guys will be like, oh my god, I know that guy. Like that's what I mean. But just kind of to rub them the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like I have this thing with them where I put on my shades at nighttime and I do. Sorry, you guys, it's just that my future's too bright. Like I can't see right now because my future's so bright. And then they're like fucking asshole. You know, just kind of like it's like bullshit between friends.
Yeah.
And but what my point is that I like my sincere friends, my good friends are like, dude, like they DM me, right? Because I don't post like the numbers of downloads I get, but I'm like, this is crazy. Because I just had an Australian guest like 3 weeks ago, and she had quite See, the universe works in mysterious ways.
Yep.
And you know, with the time difference, I always release on Thursday. People have asked me, oh, can you release on Wednesday because it's my birthday? And I'm like, no. Like, can you release on? I'm like, no, dude, it's on Thursday. The listeners know Thursday morning they wake up. And she didn't even ask. I was just like, you know what? When are you gonna post? She goes, well, sometime, but it's gonna be at the nighttime. So you know what? I'm gonna release early on Wednesday night so that it's Thursday day for you. Just so you can release. And she didn't even ask for nothing. It was just my idea because I said, this is gonna work because then my listeners are gonna wake up and it's there, but her listeners will have already listened to it. So I shared it. She shared it. And next thing you know, it's like just a huge spike in downloads, right? Obviously, it averages out in the next few days. It's like a little wave, up and down. But I just screenshot that. I send it to my personal page. I'm like, see, go with your gut. Like what I was going with earlier, like the pro tips. Like, you got to do things that you feel are going to work because you feel like they're going to work. And I didn't think nothing of it. I was just like, okay, I think this might work just because of the time difference. And I forgot where I was going with this. It was going to be something beautiful.
The thing is that what you put out to the universe.
Oh yeah. So I said I'm gonna trust my gut, and the universe is gonna reward me. And
That Chela got him.
That one and done.
Damn.
Done. And Mande?
What?
And so I didn't hear what you guys said. I heard you guys laughing at them. I think it cut out.
That's it. They were just laughing.
Okay.
There was no more.
No, and so like my close friends are like, dude, you're doing it. I'm like, I'm doing nothing. I'm doing the same thing I was doing a year ago, except that I'm like confident. I've always been confident, but I'm putting it out there like, hey guys, check out this episode. It's a fucking banger. I feel like every episode is a banger, but not because it's like, oh, because I'm on here and you guys want it. That's like, I bring people of substance. With you guys already, I'm like, dude, that first part was good. I'm like, damn, this is going to be nice. You get me? And it's not just like, hey, come listen to my shit. Like the food, I don't just like, oh, look, I made it so it's good. It's like, look at the reviews. They speak for themselves. But just kind of like the whole putting into the universe. I said, nobody knows I do this. Nobody knows I fucking.
They do today.
They do today.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, and it goes back to I kind of forced you to say it.
Yeah.
No, and it goes back to believe that you can and it will happen. So guys, what is it? June 8th, 2020. I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to shoot with Mike, but I know it's gonna happen. And it's crazy because, like with my YouTube channel, I've done different types. Like I've done a cooking video. I've done like an outfits video. I've done a video about like my health journey and about like being on keto and stuff. Just kind of to put whatever content I want out there of my experiences and see how the audience reacts, So based on like my views and everything, I've realized that people really enjoy me trying clothes on and giving my feedback on how much the price, is it worth it, the quality, how it fits, all of that. So I'm like, okay, I found my niche when it comes to my YouTube channel, which is like outfits and stuff. But I was thinking I want to, because I feel like I have a purpose. I actually know I do have a purpose.
Yeah.
You know
I know I have
your words.
Yep. So I know I have a purpose. So I have learned that in the past few years, I've been very good at manifesting. Like it's crazy, but the more I like look into it, the more better I get. Like what I say will happen, happens. It's so crazy. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking, hey, why not do it like still focus on what the people want, of course, you know, but at the same time provide a little bit of what I know my purpose is, and it's to change people's life from one way or another. And I think that it's that with manifesting, because I mean, I can like take over this episode and tell you guys how I've manifested so many things.
No, but I
follow
mean,
me on my
what
YouTube.
she's saying is true,
But
because I remember you showed me a journal of things that you had written down what was gonna happen, and literally like,
2017.
so I thought she just wrote it that day of what
Uh-huh.
has happened. She was like, no, I wrote this like years ago. I'm like, what? Like, that's
That's what
because
I do.
I don't do that, you know, I don't journal or anything. So to me, it's like kind of foreign. But yeah, that's what happened to her.
I
Yeah, I
journal.
know. It's crazy, but and then I'm like, wait, a lot of people don't journal, a lot of people don't script, a lot of people don't, you know, take like a moment out of their day to manifest, a lot of people don't visualize. Like, it's super, like, it's so crazy, but it really works. And I feel like I've done it. Like, I've manifested
Oh
so
my
many things in my
God,
life.
you should do videos about this.
I know, that's what I'm telling you. That's I feel like this weekend I was like, no, this is my calling. Like, it really is,
Yeah.
because I can give you so many examples where I've written down or I thought about. And I think the most because, you know, people, if they don't see it, sometimes they don't believe it. And I have so many journals that I can open up and show in a video, like, look, I wrote this in 2016, in 2017, and this came true. Like, I'm living it now, and it's just crazy. So it's
Yeah, because for sure I would watch it, because I'd be like, what is journaling? You know?
exactly. Yeah, I know. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. So now with like with Mike, you know, that I've been following him for years, and yesterday that I put that, today when I woke up, I was like, no fucking way, no way he wrote that to me. I was super excited.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Which goes back to, you just gotta, you know, put yourself out there, and you never
Yeah.
know what's gonna come back. And that's why, you know, whatever dream you have and whatever business you want to start, just do it now, because what do you have to lose? And I think right now during quarantine times, it's really been a testing time where people who have a passion, or maybe they didn't even have one yet, but they figured it out, like, this is the perfect time to get it out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the easiest time, because the way that social media is, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, especially right now TikTok, like, I'm on TikTok. I got followers over there. I got 50.
Hey.
Nah.
Where can they
But
find you on TikTok?
I am Rosslyn. Yes. And then on YouTube, I am Rosslyn TV, and on Instagram, I am Rosslyn TV. So I really feel like how you were saying in the
You guys
beginning,
are pros. I love it.
you got to put yourself out there in every social media platform, because
Yeah.
people that use TikTok might not use YouTube. The ones that use YouTube might not use Instagram. People that use Facebook might not use Instagram. So you have to put yourself out there, your business, whatever it is that you want, just go ahead and just do it, because, you know, that's how you're going to grow.
Yes, definitely.
Boom. I don't know if you heard the mic.
Boom, drops mic.
Drops mic.
Dropped it.
I love how professional you guys are, but like still keep it.
We're professional.
Like, no, keep it hood. I would say, like, you guys know your shit, but you're still like people you could talk to, like, fucking have a conversation with, you know? Because you know your
I
shit.
think like our goal is to inspire people and let them know that you can, whatever you want to do, you go ahead and do it, honestly. And what I was saying in the beginning, like, fear is the main thing that, and you can ask like any successful person, they always say the same thing. I don't think it's a coincidence. You know, it's no coincidence when they're successful and then they've quote unquote made it, and they're all preaching the same thing. It's like, why would you want to not do what successful people are saying? Like, if they have the recipe, why are you going to make another recipe? You know, just
That works.
yep, you got to do it. So it's very exciting, and I see that entrepreneurship from you, Hector.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those
Appreciate that.
cocteles and stuff, like, no, and this podcast and everything, like, keep doing your thing. You know, we're very happy to be on here, and to know that we're with a fellow Latino, amigo y Latino, and
Mm-hmm.
successful.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. First and foremost, I appreciate you guys taking the time to come on here. But no, it's, I think it's, is it a Latino thing? Because there's obviously more entrepreneurs, but I just feel like that little fire inside us, like a lot of people I talk to, is like, it's not foreign to us. It's not weird to try and fail, because I failed at so many things. And, you know, that great quote that you learn more in failure than you do in success is so true to me, because everything I failed at, I feel like has prepared me for today, not just as far as selling food or doing I mean in life. Like when things are great, they're not always going to be great, and when things are bad, they're not always going to be bad. You know, just some people say try to live in the middle. I'm like, why would you do that? Try to live a little bit above that. You know, you don't got to live in the clouds, but just live a little bit above the middle. And I feel like when you fail, it humbles you in a way where you're like, this sucks. I don't want to feel this again. How can I make it so I don't fail again? Right. So you use your experiences, you use your advice that other people give you, you use the research, you use whatever you can to feel like on a good day, you know, like somebody today put like on their stories, I don't even know on what page, but they put like, oh damn, again, Zoom? Jesus, we got 10 minutes left. See, they don't want to see us shine.
Wow.
And they just put like, tell me about your day. And I said, life is so good. I wish everybody could feel this every day. And I meant that. And I didn't think nothing of it until like I saw their story later on, and they put like, wow, you should have a show. And that's when I realized it was like, I think it must have been on the personal or the food page, because I just replied like, what do you mean? They're like, people need to hear this type of thing on the daily, you know, not everybody has a good day. And
so I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm saying like, that's why you need to do podcasts about you, your story, what you've gone through, experiences, whatever, you know, because people can relate to that. And people follow your podcast because of you, not so much of the speakers. It's more of you. So
I will, I will respectfully disagree, just because, I mean, I try to not to make it about myself, right? It's about like people on. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for like talking and giving my little 2 cents and all that. But I feel like I just bring it like you guys, a variety of guests, different backgrounds, different stories. And I feel like what makes it pop, at least me, maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe, but I think it's the guest. And don't get me wrong, but the episode I did was well received and well played. But I just feel like maybe here and there, like maybe once every 15 episodes, I might do something like that. But I just feel comfortable doing more like what I'm doing here with you guys.
Yeah, but for example, in this episode, like people, I mean, if I would be listening to this episode, I would learn a lot about you. You know, in this episode alone, we learned that you have another business, and we learned that you had another business. You're a business owner, and you have that drive, you know? So although both me and Rosslyn are share our story here and stuff, but it's still, if the same people they keep coming back to your channel, obviously, I mean, let me get my YouTube out of my mind. I'm on a podcast. If they keep coming back to your episodes, then that means that you attract, you know, like your story, your personality and things like that. So, and then obviously we make it better, but
we
put more salsa on the taco.
No, never too much sauce on the taco. So just because there's 7 minutes left, if you guys are down, it's not too late. Would you guys be down for a third part? I feel like we haven't even started.
I'm down, Marce.
Yeah, I'm down to eat. After that, I have to go make dinner, okay?
Okay, cool. It just, I mean, we could keep talking, but it takes like about, what was it, like 15 minutes, right? For it to save and whatever.
I want to go cook right now, Marce.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go start the carne. I'm just kidding.
Okay, no, but I don't want to start your story yet, because then I feel it's going to be broken up into 2 spots. So I just continue what we're doing for the next 6 minutes. But,
okay.
So, what, no, that's, I'm going to where I don't want to go. That's where my question was going to go. Because see,
what's your story?
No, yeah. Pretty much in different words. No, I would say like, what's the next step? But I'm like, we haven't even got there yet. So how can we go there? No, because like this year for the whole manifestation thing, talking to the universe, I just made that list, right? 20 things. Today, read 16 books by the end of the year. The group chat is popping. They're like, oh, I just finished, over the weekend I finished book 7. Over the weekend I finished book 5. It's just like, the hustle is contagious.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
So is the hate. So you got to make sure you're, not to say you can't have friends that are, because, you know, we all have Debbie Downer friends. We all have those people. But you got to associate with people. And not to say to make new friends, but just kind of let the people in your life know, like, look, this is what I'm trying to do. This is who I was. This is who I am. This is who I'm trying to be. And what I'm telling everybody is like, I'm a fucking jackass. I'm still going to be a jackass the day I'm 55. But the thing is, I want to do something for my daughter to be proud of. For the day when she's at, not show and tell, right? I'm not a puppy. When your dad a career day, it's not like something like, oh yeah, like he works at a warehouse and he fucking, like, you get me? I'm not trying to be a doctor. I'm not
You're
trying to be
you're an entrepreneur. You're
Exactly.
a podcast
No, that's what I'm
host.
saying. That's what I'm saying. So I want her to grow up because I want the best for her, right?
Yeah.
Like we all do. So I want her, how can I give her, and this is the part that people always kind of trip on. I say, in order to give somebody else the best, you got to be selfish. Because in order for my daughter to be the best, I got to be the best. So I got to take care of me first. Like I can't worry about my mom, my dad, my siblings, my daughter. I got to worry about me to ensure that I can give them the best of me. So that when they need something, I'm at my best. When whatever happens, they know they can count on me. And that starts by me taking care of myself, be it mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever it may be. You know, you got to look out for yourself first. I used to be like, oh, you got to take care of others. Now I'm like, nah, dude, take care of yourself. Your parents are going to grow. They've done it without you, obviously, right? Even if they were 16 when they had you, they did it for 16 years without you. Your kids, 18, you know, they're going to be on their own. So you need to take care of yourself, because when they need somebody to fall back on, you need to be stable to be able to hold them up. And that's what I'm trying to be, because I wasn't, you know, I was just kind of like, and I've said it before, you know, been in jail, done bad shit, seen bad shit. Not proud of who I was, but that's not who I intend to be in the future. And I feel like,
Sorry. And I think personal growth is huge, you know, because I mean, we've seen so many people, I don't know, everything from celebrities to entrepreneurs to you name it, where they've had, you know, they all share their past, and a lot of, or many of them have had like a troubled past, everything from prison to like a very sad childhood. Exactly. But it's all about personal growth. And I feel like at the end of the day, if you want it for yourself, then you can achieve it. And we've seen, like, okay, let's put Oprah as an example. She was like homeless at one point. She was, you know, sexually assaulted at one point. But if you set in your mind that you want to grow, you can do anything. And that's why I feel that, at least me, like with people that I meet and stuff, and even myself, I think we all have a past, and it's not about judging the past, because we evolve, you know. And even the people who always feel that they have to still represent what they were before, or what they were as childhood, or the hood that they grew up in and things like that, like, no, you really need to evolve. Like, life is about evolving. That doesn't mean you're ashamed of where you came from or you forgot. Like, it has nothing to do with that. And I feel that like the real growth comes from understanding that you can want to be better. That doesn't mean that you're ashamed because I'm from El Monte, you know. Am I ashamed? No, that's where I grew up. Like, you know, I lived in a third world country when I was 17, and I'm never going to forget about that. And I'm never going to be ashamed of that. But do I want to grow? Fuck yeah. I want to be better than I was yesterday. I want to be better than I was a year ago. And I think that's the difference between the people who truly grow from the people who stay the same. Drops mic. That's it. I'm leaving.
I'm gonna go cook dinner. And that's what it's all about. Because, like what I said earlier, people feel like the competition, right? Like, oh, if I do this, they're doing it better, or I gotta be better. My dude, who gives a fuck? Just be better than yourself. Yep. Like you said, last year, last week, last month, yesterday, you know, you made a mistake. I still make mistakes. Lately, I haven't. Like, I fell on the freeway. A year ago, when I was talking about the podcast, like, dude, people get me so fucking mad when they cut me off. And like 6 years ago, I'd get off and fight people off the freeway, you know. I'd cut me off and do it. Seriously, like, that was who I was. And I'm like, what the fuck? Now I got my daughter in the backseat, so I just kind of like passive, let it go, dude. I always tell myself, they're in a hurry. They must love their job, you know. They must love their job that they want to get there so fast.
And there's nothing wrong with that. On the contrary, respect, because you saw who you were and you felt that you can improve, and you did, you know. Nothing wrong with like improving what you were yesterday, the day before, the year before. It's all about growth, and I think that's what separates successful people from people who stay the same. It's the growth that you want to do in your life.
Yep. It's all like, I
Question.
feel like it's perspective, just changing your mind. And we got less than a minute, guys.
Yeah. Question. Are we going to do round
Okay, voy a
2?
ir a hacer la carne ahí bien rápido, ahí me avisan.
Okay, are you guys going to have another one? I have another tall can in the fridge.
Oh my God, yeah.
Another
I'll
shot?
go take another 2 shots.
I don't have anything. I just have like this much.
Oh,
Finish
wow,
this.
that's tragic.
Oh, it's okay. Some of them is on the street. Be back.
Okay. For real?
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
All right.
Let us
I'm
know
gonna-
when it's all downloaded so we can do the final one.
Yeah, I'll message you guys.
All right. Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
pues.
Bye.